Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So everyone just started spamming hot takes threads again. Usually that happens, like one person will just do one, and then if I do a video on it, all of a sudden I just see like 50 hit my desk. And I'm like, alright, I mean, here's the thing about hot takes videos, right? Like people, like I would drop a video like covering one of these threads or something, and then everyone goes, oh my god, like, you know, like crying, oh, you're out of ideas, you're washed, blah, 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 blah. But then, like, I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think I should do? So here's this hot takes thread, 36K. And, I mean, you know, like, yeah, I think we'll do another one. Like, we'll, you know, we'll go ahead. We'll do another one. Now, let's see what we got here. All right, this is an 18-year-old. Okay, sure. So, takes might be a little bit not too good. A little bit not too solid. We'll see. There's one, I picked this thread right here because there is one take in particular that I do have to give my thoughts on. I'm pretty sure it's got to be the big one of this thread, so we'll talk about it once we get there, but a lot of hilarity to be had. All right, let's see. Absolutely hate his EZA. Oh, Janemba. I don't really have strong thoughts on this character. I mean, I've seen a lot of people using Janemba, on kind of like movie bosses type setups. I have not really been rocking him much myself. Maybe I could give him a try, like we do some type of video giving him a try or something. I mean, certainly, you know, you toss a lot of dodge on him and, you know, maybe we could be looking good. You know, he's got a lot of damage reduction. He is guarding, right? Like, it's just, the thing about it is, I mean, he is going to need orbs. Let me see. Okay. The fact that he loses damage reduction every attack received is frustrating because he quickly starts to take more and more damage from normals and then dies. I wonder if Bup Boy is an anti-dodge person. Because, I mean, dodge would help a lot. Now, yeah, needs Rainbow Orbs, doesn't create any himself. I mean, it's rough. They butchered his base so hard. I don't know. I don't know if I'd go all the way there, because I actually thought, like, they did good. Like, look what he used to be. 4 type key spheres and 2 Rainbow Orbs. They dropped that to 3 and 1. Like, that's actually nice. I mean, they could have completely revamped this kit, which actually recently, typically, for a long time, we would always say they keep the spirit of the character the same. It's kind of like the terminology I used. With some characters lately, they kind of have, like, not completely done that, but yeah, okay, so we got that. Butchered his base so hard. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty neutral on this. I don't really have strong thoughts on Janemba EZA either way. They're the most confusing #1 unit in the game. Blue Goku doesn't really do anything special other than dodge and do decent damage. So what you're telling me is he has good defense and good offense. Huh. Seems good. He doesn't do anything besides good offense and good defense. What does he do? I don't know. Hard to figure out, dude. Oh, whoa, damn. Whatever could he do? He explodes the super at 20% dodge, fails. This is not true, by the way. It's situational. Sure he guards. Does he? How does he guard, Bup Boy? Do you know? Because something is telling me you're just copying Rhodey's takes here. Which, by the way, Rhodey's shittiest take is his thoughts on this character right here. Sure, he guards, and he's good then on turn 4, but, like, the boss is dead at that point. Yeah, okay. So, Blue Goku, to me, is, like, pretty easily and obviously the best unit in the game. Because I think what Goku, I mean, and Vegeta, what they do across the entire game, they have the best performance across the entire game. Now, keep in mind that a lot of people, especially on Dokkan Twitter, you know, it's like you bring up Festival Battles is the boogeyman. Like, you know, like, oh my god, dude, don't, you know, like, people get so hot on that, right? Like, they do. It's true. And it's like, dude, what this character does in Festival, and then what this character does against Goku Black and Zamasu, and all of these fights, right? And then, remember, there is this fight right here, which is actually one of the hardest fights in the game, but I feel like this one kind of Like, people really did not like the structure of this event, and it feels like people are just trying to pretend it doesn't exist right now. But this is one of the hardest fights in the game right here. And, I mean, it's because this Gohan gets to a point where, I mean, he's critting, dodge canceling, and building up his damage. He becomes a monster. And that's where this comes in. We get Vegito Blue in there. This character has an answer for every problem. And they are the only character that does that. There is no other character. People might talk about Omega. And then I'd have to say, well, can you tell me about Omega and Festival? And, you know, people would get sensitive and salty, but I mean, it's true. It's true. It's just this character's performance across the entire game. Blue Goku is massively underrated, too. There are many situations where Blue Goku can outright tank super attacks if he fails his dodge. People pretend like this guy is like, oh, he failed a dodge, you lose. And that's just literally not the case at all. So, I don't know. Like, when I see people downplay this character, I get really confused. I don't know, like, what people are doing, or, like, I mean, it's, it's Dokkan Twitter, the land of the bait, so it's hard to say. But, like, this shit doesn't make any sense. He doesn't do anything special other than have great defense and do good damage, have good offense. Like, can you, like, bro. Doesn't do anything special besides, I don't know, game-changing active skill once you hit turn 4, like most of these other GDC LRs, right? Like, can we, maybe, consider? Doesn't do anything except for support the, a lot of characters and guard and do all this. I don't know. Little strange. But again, that's, we're getting there. I kind of spoiled on, we'll keep going. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious number 1 in the unit in the game. It's pretty obvious. His EZA was destined to be sent out to die. I would say, before I read further, I would say there's a good chance of that because a lot of legendary characters in Dokkan history, Dokkan has not given a second life to. Teq Ultimate Gohan, LR Kale and Caulifla, Captain Ginyu, all I would kind of put in the same basket of legendary all-time characters. And then Dokkan did their EZA and they're like, yeah, we're not doing that again. Right? So it's like people just have to kind of accept that, right? With like, I say that, but like, I'm not really seeing people talk about Ginyu too much. People would still rather cry about physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the anniversary than like even talk about more relevant units. It's so strange. What he was doing in 2022 with all the units around him is basically impossible to replicate. I wonder if Butt Boy knows why that is. The reason is because there was no good characters in the game in 2022. That's why. Like, the entire game was power crept. People will talk about this guy right here. Page 5. Page 4. People will talk about this guy like he ran shit. Oh my god. Back then. But, like, he was fodder. He was a victim in red zone stages, as was every other character, right? The Ginyu Force was really effective in there. Like, their team was actually able to handle business, whereas, like, nothing else was. And that's because the whole game sucked compared to the red zone content. That was not the situation EZA Ginyu is coming into, yeah. Not expanding his restrictions was an asinine. I agree with that, for sure. Because I thought what they could have done very easily to help Ginyu is, so it's Ginyu Force Ally, or Extreme Ally. Like, Extreme Class Ally or Ginyu Force Ally. Like, boom. Or I guess just make it just make it Extreme Class Ally. Bam, bam. Right? That's all they had to do. That would have worked, I think, quite a bit better for him. Most underrated unit in Dokkan is Teq Broly. Most underrated. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people talking about this. Teq Broly is pretty solid, but I mean, is he not a mainstay on, like, the Movie Hero Movie Bosses team? I mean, it's like, if you look at Movie Bosses is not exactly that good. Well, I mean, now that we got Golden Frieza, AHL Golden Frieza, it's opened up a little bit. But, like, yeah, of course. I mean, are we going to run this guy? Or are we running, like him or him or him? Like, it's like, yeah, like, of course we're going to do that. Easy to put on teams, that's true. Has amazing value in the GDC short meta fights. Yeah, that's true. Good synergy, yup. shit I hear about this unit is insane. I don't know. What negativity are we seeing? I mean, I could just speak for myself. I'm not really seeing negativity about this guy. Top 15 talks, I don't agree. The last time I did LR tier list, is this right here. I don't have any issues with this. I like, people were talking about like this grouping of characters versus each other, but like you could rearrange these characters however you like. It doesn't really care. I don't really care about that, because like this guy, like they pretty much all have the same role, which is, you know, longer content. Like that's what like all 5 of these characters are designed for. This guy does have, like, if the fight goes a certain way, you can get that Team Protector ability into Super Saiyan 4, although Super Saiyan 4, Goku, he can get smacked around quite a bit. And remember, Goku does have the dodge as well. I mean, we could easily put him 1 spot above Broly. Not a big deal, right? But, like, they're kind of pretty much doing the same thing there. But the rest of these characters, I kind of like how this looks. I would not put Teq Broly above AGLUI. I mean, if we expand a little bit, I mean, I don't think I would put Teq Broly above TN. Like, am I putting Teq Broly above Beast? I don't know. I think Broly in some of these situations definitely can eat some of these hits better than Beast, but Beast does still have that active skill. I don't know. I mean, 15 is maybe a bit high. I think maybe more so, like, if you want to give me like top 20, we could start talking. I mean, I don't know. Like TN, maybe like Teq Broly, Beast, Super Saiyan 3, Gotenks could all kind of be right here. I mean, yeah, like, I don't know, 15, it's not maybe not the biggest stretch ever, right? Like, yeah, I guess I could see it. Like Broly at about 15-ish. Yeah, sure, I guess so. I kind of like seeing it from his perspective. Sure. One of the easiest and potentially most disgusting unit of 2023 to be fixed with an EZA. Okay. So, remember, when we're looking at characters that might EZA, right? One of the biggest things to kind of, like, keep in mind is what their active skill looks like. Because as of right now, that cannot be changed. Active skills cannot be adjusted. Sorry, I'm looking at... It's a little mixed up right here. The order of characters. Yeah, here we go. Between Global and JP right there. So his transformation, yeah, because see, they could just massively adjust this, chat. It's a passive transformation. It's the active skills is what they're not going to change. And his active conditions are not a problem, because with Super Trunks, he's just able to do this like that, right? So, yeah, so you could look at it, his active condition is not going to get in the way of this. So they could, but that still is kind of like a coin flip. It's a 50-50. Is he going to get a good EZA or is he not going to get a good EZA? This is a character in particular I am really rooting for. I hope Super Trunks has a massively broken EZA. I know, like, you know, you could do silly things with Super Trunks, you know, back then, but I think a little bit more of like a traditional, better character would be good. If you guys want an example of a character for 2023 that I'm very pessimistic about, it would be these boys right here, because they have this. Brutal, dude. Absolutely brutal. I don't know what they were thinking, man. This is tough, dude. Like, they have to make the 17s so good, because you're gonna be them 90%. Like, who knows what the content will look like when they EZA, but I mean, that's just bad, right? Trunks doesn't have like some block like that, right? All of his issues are passive skill stuff. Yep, that could be changed via EZA. Truly be a monster next year with his Usher ability. That's true. Yep, and I am hoping he is. I hope Super Trunks gets one of the best EZAs ever. Any character that was underwhelming on release or had issues or something, or had not a long lifespan, I am rooting for them heavy. Raditz, AGL Kale, Physical Turles, you know, LR Ribrianne, INT 17 and 18, Physical Rose. I mean, anything like that, yeah. Yeah, look at the quotes on this, man. Yeah, people, dude, like, I'm sorry, but, like, a lot of this is, like, you know, like, it's normal, and then people were like, fuck no, man. Now, I'll say this. Rhodey, I think, is, like, a sweet guy. The other day, so a lot of times, lately, for me, like, I do, like, I'll just go on, like, a long walk at, like, I don't know, like, 3 a.m. or something like that. I just find it very relaxing. Me and the bugs and, you know, nature or whatever. And I was thinking, I was like, man, I do kind of want to, I wanted to DM Rhodey. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I kind of like, because I've been hard towards Rhodey on the timeline. So I felt like it was good for me to just say it out loud on a video. But I do like Rhodey quite a bit because Rhodey seems pretty nice. And even when everyone is like dogpiling Rhodey, Rhodey is, I think, a pretty nice guy. To me, that speaks highly of his character. But his Dokkan takes are horrible. Yeah. Yeah. But he's a very nice guy. I would praise him. I do think he's pretty sweet, a pretty chill guy. But I don't know what it is with him and Dokkan, man. I have no clue. I mean, no clue. I don't want to make this a, you know, anti-Rhodey session, but I mean, this is like, I mean, Rhodey, no offense, but this is like this is laughable, dude. I'm sorry. And I think this Butt Boy, it just kind of like adapts a lot of like Rhodey's takes, which is why like this made no fucking sense. Blue Goku doesn't do anything besides have good offense and good defense. He does nothing. Like like you're just copying someone's opinion, but you don't have like the opinion for yourself, right? Come on, Butt Boy, lock in. No hate towards Rhodey though, for sure. Bio Broly's the best free-to-play unit in Dokkan history. Oh, he's in a discussion. I think that's very fair. Yeah, Bio Broly was pretty sick. I think Nova, Bio Broly, LR Roshi. There might be another character I'm missing. I think they're all kind of up there. Bio Broly's in a discussion. He was good, man. They did a great job with Bio Broly, dude. Yeah, he had the taunt. He could tank pretty much everything. Yeah, they did a great job with Bio Broly. I say us, Bio Broly fans, we won with that one for sure. Stairs of Truth. Oh, I didn't see this. Okay, here, let's look at this. Saiyan Saga is major celebration worthy. I cannot wrap my head around people saying it's not. Timeout. It's just because it doesn't have the hype of like Super Saiyans and Fusion, stuff like that. Like, I can't fucking stand when people say this dumb shit right here. I cannot wrap my head around people saying it's not, because it's not as fucking interesting, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Like, it is just a fact, right? Like, it is not gonna carry a celebration like Fusions and Super Saiyans and these things. Like, it's just, it is what it is. You can argue with the wall, but, I mean, you know, the Gekishin Squadra, they're not like, oh, guys, look at the big Saiyan Saga characters. You know, they just revealed Season 1. Oh, we're leading with Great Ape Vegeta. Like, no, dude. Like, come on. Right? Like, come on. Guys. Like, we understand. I mean, I do think that we could see Saiyan Saga show up soon. And I think Saiyan Saga should be a dual Dokkan Fest. I think that they could rock it as a part 2 of GDC or an anniversary. They did fail with that before, but I think they could succeed with it. Or like, you know, New Year's or Golden Week. Now, should Saiyan Saga be part 1 of like anniversary or GDC? No, not really. I wouldn't be too interested in that, but I mean, I guess we could always see. Yeah, this is true. Like, it's one of the more iconic fights in Dragon Ball, sure. Yeah, that's all correct, but yeah, sorry, man. Like, it doesn't have the aura of the Fusions and Super Saiyan. Like, it's not really an arguable point. Like, it's very obvious, but people just, like, you know, I mean, it's Twitter, but, dude, it's like, it's not a Dokkan thing, it's not a Dragon Ball thing, you know, like, sports, like, people get, like, that, like, agenda they're pushing, and it's like, they just, like, act blind, deaf, and dumb towards opposing viewpoints on it, right? Like, they're just like, yeah, nah, man. No way. So I do not know. Yeah, but yeah, sorry. I cannot wrap my head around it, right? Oh, Tao, like, was so boring. No one gave a fuck. The game had no interest whatsoever because of Tao, the character they released. But we're gonna go, it wasn't Tao. It was this laundry list of 50 different reasons. It definitely wasn't Tao. It definitely wasn't Tao, but it was the laundry list of 50 different reasons. Don't ask why the game, people cared more when other characters were coming out when the same laundry list of 50 reasons was there. Don't ask about that. But it definitely wasn't Tao. But don't ask about that. But it definitely wasn't Tao, right? It's same thing here. Yeah, I mean, they have not done much Saiyan Saga, but okay, time out. Do you think there's a Butt boy, do you think there's a correlation to maybe Saiyan Saga does not have motion? Like some of the other stuff that has got fusions and Super Saiyans. Maybe there's a correlation there. Now, I mean, if you come to me, do I think they should do Saiyan Saga stuff? Yes, I do. I do. But you guys know, I'm Mr. Peaks and Valleys. They just did like every single fusion. Boom, 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 boom. Like we got to do different stuff. They can't just only do fusions and stuff, right? This one page has units from 2020. I mean, yeah, but again, because they drop Saiyan Saga stuff and people don't care as much. Like, again, Twitter, like, the loud and wrong crowd on Twitter can talk about Saiyan Saga all they want, but they're still loud and wrong about it. Like, sorry. Sorry. Only 3 Dokkan Fest exclusives, bunch of randoms except for Gohan and Piccolo. Okay. One of those Dokkan Fest is Raditz. Well, they definitely, like, failed Raditz massively. Like, I mean, Raditz is the worst premium character. I mean, damn near, and, like, I don't know. I gotta ask, like, Goresh, like, tell me, like, Metal Cooler versus Raditz. Like, Raditz is surely worse, right? It's gotta be. He ruined challenge runs. Oh my god, like, this is the same thing people were saying about Beast last year. Guys, newsflash, the anniversary headliner is gonna come out and he's gonna be freaking broken. And then people are gonna go, oh my god, right? Like, cause, the anniversary headliner comes out broken, and then they raise bosses to that level, and then people aren't able to use their, favorite like, subpar characters anymore. Like, we've seen this years and years and years, right? Trivialize everything in a very boring, not good way to the point where challenge runs didn't have the same satisfying, engaging feel. Legit, oh, it's turn 5, time the taunt, and fuck the boss in the ass. I would argue that more so the issue, I mean, is it related to Vegito? Probably, where they made the bosses just damage sponges. The problem is that some of those 10th anniversary red zones, I was saying this at the time too, is that some of those 10th anniversary red zones, like, the bosses would just have so much HP. The fight didn't feel harder because the bosses had extra HP. It wasn't, oh my god, it's harder because they've got this additional HP. It was just that it was just taking longer. It just felt like the fight was just dragging on. I mean, is that related to Vegito? Probably, right? But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this is just a repeat of this is like a roadie, like, copy take right here. 9th anniversary felt way more fun and grand compared to the 10th slop-iversary. Bro, the hate for the 10th anniversary, it's just so silly, man. It's so silly. It's so silly. Every unit felt like a W. All the headliners and EZAs were great. Yeah. Yeah, they were so great. All the events were quality. Pacing was good. Yeah, everything was perfect in every way. The 10th anniversary was a complete fumble everywhere. Of course. Yeah, dude. The 10th anniversary, I don't, like, some people, they just got, like, such a stick up their ass about the 10th anniversary. They still, dude, the amount of talk about the 10th anniversary even now, it's so silly. Dokkan should take risks more when it comes to major celebrations. Again, this is just, not to be rude, but this is just some kid talking, man. Like, remember, they are running a business. If it was your job, right, and am I going to take the risk of dropping, OG Dragon Ball, or am I going to drop a fusion? Like, you'd pick a fusion. I don't, people forget, like, this is a business, man. Like it is. Like, they're gonna go with the surefire hits, really. Like, why do you think, Fusion Super Saiyan 4, Fusion Super Saiyan 4, like, like, alternated for, like, anniversary after anniversary after anniversary, man? There is a reason. Because it works, they know it works, and they're gonna keep going for safe and what works for the major celebrations. The fact that we're just gonna talk about this forever and people just cannot understand, they can't wrap their head around it, so silly to me. 8th anniversary felt very unique with its headliners. Yeah, and a lot of people said it's got the worst headliners besides 6th anniversary, which is UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta, right? Having to be the final Spirit Bombs or respective series. I'd love to see this kind of stuff more than just TOP and fusions. Well, I'd love to see like an example of what Butt Boy is saying for that. Like, I love an example. Like, they just did every single fusion. So, like, I think there's a good chance that the 11th anniversary will be very limited in terms of, like, fusion presence. I really think so. Killed a lot of soul in the Dokkan community. It definitely hurt our equips, that's for sure. Whole community people center on people helping each other, gathering strategies to get the most out of the mode. Yep, true. Dokkan needs to add some. Yeah, I mean, sure. I like, we could go with this. I'm also surprised that they never added in a recent, because, like, Chain Battle would give incentive to Rainbow them, Rainbow them, Rainbow them. But they haven't done something to replace that, which kind of surprises me. I mean, Dokkan is still just, you know, a juggernaut and doing fine like always. But, again, it does surprise me that they haven't, you know, done something to replace that aspect of it. Saying we should wait for them in-game form is dumb. Because, yeah, it's just another, this is another roadie, like, repeat opinion. Because we can find out what a unit does with calcs. This is where, like, roadie, I'm sorry. But, like, again, this is like a Rhodey repeat opinion. This is what Rhodey was saying. Rhodey can do these calcs and stuff like that, yet why the fuck does he drop a tier list as soon as the unit info comes out and he's always fucking wrong? Like, oh, we know what the unit does, we do the calcs. Then why are you always wrong? Like, EZA LR Janemba's coming. Oh, he looks like he's 35 in my tier list. That's a real thing that happened. Now, I'm just curious, just curious here. Like, where did I have him? The first tier list I had, I want to pull it up with Janemba and Gogeta. So that would have been the start of October. Yeah, this is it right here. So, okay. So this is what my first tier list looked post-release of Teq Gogeta and Janemba. I mean, in hindsight, looking at this, I don't think it, like, nothing really looks too bad here. Because remember, it's a different time, right? Like, you know, Broly and Beast certainly out-aged, like, these two. But, like, remember, this character was able to just one-shot the hardest fight in the game instantaneously, right? Like, you know, times do change. And Janemba's right there. And, again, Mr. I can calc the character, so I know how good they are right away, unlike you guys had Janemba at fucking 30. Like, please, man. Any situation you can think of can be calced, and it shows what the unit does day one. Okay, so why are so many people who can do these calcs also, like, so shit at figuring out what the unit is going to do day one? Like, come on, man. People say that can't accept that units aren't good. Okay. Again, let's turn our eyeballs inwards on this one, Butt Boy. Okay. One of the most oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. One of the most disrespected units in Dokkan history. Yeah, I mean, this is not really a hot take, though. On his original release, he did decent damage, had no defense. Yep, EZA had similar issues. Deserves to have an INT Super Saiyan Blue Evolution level comeback. Okay, now this is a gross misunderstanding of how Dokkan operates right here. What is the problem with what it... Can anyone tell me what the problem is right here? It's a gross misunderstanding of things. We cannot compare EZAs to the Dokkan Fest anniversary headliner EZAs. You can't. They're not going to match up. If your expectation is he should have an INT Evolution Blue Vegeta level EZA, you're going to come away feeling disappointed because he's not going to get that, right? Because INT Evolution Blue Vegeta, his EZA was literally people, there were some people, I mean, I think they were very wrong, but there was people arguing in Evolution Blue Vegeta above, like, Beast Gohan. So this is my first tier list when they first EZA'd right here. I mean, this looks fine. Maybe I'm underselling the Gammas a bit on this. That feels like I'm maybe downplaying the Gammas a little bit there. But, like, that's what it looked like. Like, Vegeta was, like, number 2. And by the way, I do think that, like, remember, dodge out-ages, like, guard and damage reduction always, right? So, like, back then, I do think it was, you know, Vegeta above UI Goku was, like, kind of, like, correct. But obviously, as bosses start to hit harder, UI Goku's dodge becomes much more valuable than Vegeta, who just gets slaughtered, right? But yeah, I mean, he's not, like, you know what character is going to get an INT Evolution Blue Vegeta level EZA? I'll tell you. You want to know who? Well, I mean, I don't know. Like one of, like Teq Vegito will, right? Like Teq Vegito, or, you know, Beast, AGL Broly is probably gonna have one of those EZAs. Damn, dude, I hate looking at this on the global side because the order of characters is all, like, wrong. Like, it's from kind of what, like, the JP canon timeline is. But I was gonna point out these guys. These guys are gonna have an Evolution Blue Vegeta level EZA, right? These two are probably gonna be, like, the second and third best units in the game in, like, February of 2026, right? I mean, best case scenario for this guy would be like a Teq Gogeta level EZA or something. I don't know. But even that was a Dokan Fest LR. I would love for them to really respect this guy on a Super EZA, though. At that point about it, I do agree. For sure. Respect him on a Super EZA. Please do. Kind of a Dokan community hot take. Gets really tiring. 80% is just going for a roast. Yeah, I mean, everyone is guilty of that, but I don't think that this is a Dokkan community thing. This is just the internet, right? Is this not just the internet? Like, I get what Butt Boy is saying right here, for sure. Isn't putting any effort into actually debating. Oh my god, no, it's just repeating a roadie point. Jesus, Butt Boy, please, like, get your own opinions, man. Like, you know, like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. I like what's being said here. I mean, this is true. This is good. Even I'm guilty of this, right? Like, they're just going in for the roast and not putting effort into the debate. Sure, like, I'm guilty of that. But, like, yeah, anyway. Yeah, like, sure. I mean, I'll disagree with it, yeah. But the only thing is, I don't think it's a Dokkan community thing, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I love arguing my sports Twitter. I mean, that's what sports Twitter does. I'm sure, like, I don't know, League of Legends Twitter is probably like that, right? Like, I don't think it's a Dokkan specific thing. Powerpuff Girls. I did like the Powerpuff Girls when I was younger, right? I like that show. Yeah, Mira could get a Dokkan Fest. I'm totally down with that. Yeah. Yeah. Mira Dokkan Fest. So it'd be like the Halloween Dokkan Fest is what Butt Boy's talking about right here. Like, we could do Halloween Dokkan. Although, sometimes the Halloween Dokkan Fest has matched up with Heroes characters. Other times it's been the end of November Dokkan Fest. Because, like, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock came at the end of November, and he was the one that was tied to the Heroes cards. But yeah, like, Mira Dokkan Fest, I'm totally down. Yeah. The reason they might not have gone back to this, by the way, is because it'd be a little bit harder for them to do the animations for those characters, right? Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, EJL Carnival Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with the Dragon Fist, right? Like, they pretty much made his shit up all up from scratch. But he was like an anniversary level character. The GDC, to me, very clearly seemed to be, like, it was the GDC was absolutely on par with, like, the JP anniversary. Don't get too caught up in 10th anniversary specifically, because people are so sensitive about it. Just think of, like, generally the JP anniversary, right? Just combine every single JP anniversary into one, right? The GDC, to me, did feel on par with that. So, like, you know, they put anniversary level resources into that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They're not going to do that for the, October or November crossover Dokkan Fest. That's the thing about it. And, like, you know, they don't have, like, great one-to-one source material. Although this must be, what is this, Heroes? Is this Heroes? But, like, I would love to see this version of Mira's Dokkan Fest. Yeah. INT Hit is just, no. One of the worst units ever? No, that's definitely not true. His intro hurts him in these GDC fights. Some of them, yes, but I mean, if we're talking about running him specifically on super bosses, yeah. He does nothing but eat a bazillion damage from normals and does nothing. That has not really been my experience with INT Hit. Haha, festival slop. Yeah. Wonder whose opinion that one was, Butt Boy. Did you come up with that one yourself? Reincarnation of INT Hirudegarn. I mean, I could see the comparisons to Hirudegarn, though. Like, I could see that. But yeah, Hit, is actually a very, very broken character. Ridiculously good. And I think Hit is easily in line with legendary Golden Week characters of the past. It's his friend, Blue Kaioken, who's not really. Dokkan, yeah, this is a great idea. This is a great idea right here, for sure. Dokkan should get, like, a PC port. Yeah, because some like, gacha game stuff like that have done that, A lot of people would prefer playing Dokkan things like emulators if Dokkan released a PC port. That would be so cool. Damn, I gotta, dude. Damn, that would have been a great thing to mention to Omatsu, actually. I think that this would be big for the game. Yeah, nice for people with low phone storage. This is a golden idea right here. Dokkan does need to do this. I think that this could be huge for the game. For sure. Yeah, this is a good idea. They got to do that. I need to... Yeah. Me and Nano will be prepared 2026 Community Fest, right? Yeah, this is a good idea. I love this. I like this. No. Okay, see. Okay. Man. I disagree with this. I do. Because they EZA'd intended for the long Red Zone content and for Festival. And they succeeded at being very good for that. Again, I mean, the kids wanted these characters to be the best units in the game, right? They wanted them to get the Evolution Blue Vegeta level EZA, but, I mean, these were worldwide, like, characters. These were not anniversary headliners. I would argue, I would very heavily argue against this, that they're failures. I think they're massive W's. Namek Goku was a great character day one of one of the hardest fights in Dokkan history, and we call him a failure. Like, I'm sorry, but you're not even thinking things through. He was literally one of 10 characters who, you know, were good in Festival, second one. Like, think about it. That is one of the hardest fights in Dokkan history. Just because you hate it, still think about it, though. They were okay considering how much hype. There was not that... Dude, the hype was the loud and wrong crowd on Twitter. They did not have that much... Like, oh, the hype. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's 10 people on Twitter, man. That's not... No, dude. Again, Butt Boy, you're being deceived, Butt Boy. No. They did deliver with these EZAs. I will go to war with any one of you fuckers over these EZAs, for sure. For sure. They accomplished what they were meant to do. The day they came out, though, you know, all the Red Zone stages and Festival weren't out yet, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, people have their kind of, like, moment one kind of, like, feelings on the character. And a lot of times, people won't adapt their opinions because they can't. Like, oh my God, I could never be wrong. Like, the average Dokkan Twitter user has an ego, like, above LeBron, dude. Like, it's crazy, man. But, like, yes, I didn't think they were that hot right away, too. But guess what? New information was revealed to us. The content they were meant for came out, and they were good in it. Namek Goku has good defense, but he's a P. I mean, that is true. He is a P. He doesn't do much damage. But guess what he doesn't do? He doesn't die. Most of the time. Full Power Frieza had no team. When he got his team, he's an iffy run. I guess I can more so agree with that. But, like, that's... I mean, not having a team, I mean, can't really predict that. That Namek Goku, though, man. Like, I don't... Like, dude, I see this a lot. People act like this is one of the worst EZAs ever. Like, in 2 years, they're going to say, like, oh, remember, Namek Goku was so ass when he EZA'd. And it's like, well, that's just not even correct. That's just not true. He was actually a god in Festival. But they go, no, I don't want to talk about Festival. This was fun. I appreciate you, Butt Boy. This was a fun one. Hyperdimension Neptunia? Wait, what the fuck? I've never even heard of this. I'll look it up quick. Hold on. I've never heard of this. Hyperdimension. Yeah, here we go. What is this? Oh, wait. Oh, there's an RPG? Hold on. Huh. Butt Boy. I might be intrigued. Hang on. Hang on. Little side note here. Let me take a look here. Hyperdimension. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Whoa, look at this. Damn. Vita? Oh, dude, I need Vita games bad. It's an RPG, huh? 56? What? Okay. Bro, I saw us at 56. Jesus, dude. It's cause they've got like all the different yeah. Whoa, man. Oh yeah, that's Butt Boy. Like they're yeah. That's it right there. That's it, exactly right there. What is this? So this is Mega Tag Mention Blank Neptune. Oh, verse. I do like zombies. Is this JP only? No, I'll try it. I'll try it because I need Vita games. We'll give it a try. I mean, I can always be talked into doing an RPG, Butt Boy. I was a little harsh during this thread, Butt Boy, but it's all love. I don't hate y'all or Rhodey. Anyway, this was a fun one. Butt Boy delivered. Butt Boy came through with a strong... This was a strong fucking thread, Butt Boy. Well done. All right, guys. I'll catch y'all next time. Maybe we'll do another hot take thread tomorrow. We'll see.